There are those who argue that our Constitution is dead, that it no longer is followed by governmental bodies, the police, the military, or government officials. There are some good arguments for that. Some people say that the Constitution is as dead as this zombie baby. I really don't believe that, folks. I do not believe the Constitution is dead yet as this zombie baby is. What I do believe is, however, that the Constitution is on life support. And every year, to remind us of this, the government has Constitution Day on September 17th to so-called remind us that we have a Constitution. But should they really be reminding us that we have a Constitution? Why do we see more and more flagrant violations of the Constitution across the country? For one thing, our schools, not just the public schools, the private schools no longer teach the Constitution effectively. Most kids graduating from high school today virtually know nothing about the Constitution or the Bill of Rights. In fact, the U.S. immigration test, about 5% of American students can pass that test, and over 90% of immigrants who take the test pass. That's staggering if you think about it. Our politicians in studies show that politicians know less about the Constitution than the average American or students. We the people, in the end, I think, are the reason that our Constitution is life support. We just don't know about it. We don't read about it. We don't teach our children about it. What I try to tell people is, if we're going to start anywhere with our Constitution, we need to start with the Bill of Rights. And I have a commentary I've written that you need to read called Constitution Day. It's the Constitution on Life Support. You can read it at rutherford.org, and you should read it. You should take it and read it if you have children, young friends, pass the knowledge around. The Bill of Rights, I go through the Bill of Rights in this commentary. Do you realize that the Bill of Rights is only 462 words? If you are an incredibly slow reader and have to read things twice, it probably takes about 5 minutes to read the Bill of Rights. Can you tell me right now, most of you, what's in the Third Amendment? Do you know what's in the Third Amendment? Well, it's a very important amendment. It says that the government can't come in and take over your homes. The military cannot impose martial law unless there's extreme circumstances. But do you realize that there are American soldiers right now training in police functions, and that violates not only the Constitution but federal law? How many of you really know much about the Fourth Amendment against unreasonable searches and seizures by the police? Well, if that's true, then why is the government conducting possibly up to 70,000 SWAT team raids across the United States on a daily basis without search warrants and crashing down doors? Why, routinely, do we get calls at the Rutherford Institute when someone's on a street, a public street, with a sign by themselves, protesting, not dirty words on a sign, but protesting just their right to free speech, they're arrested by the police? The police don't have a good knowledge of our Constitution or our First Amendment. 462 words, the Bill of Rights. How many people, how many times have you read the Bill of Rights in the last 10 years? How many times you've read 1 or 2 amendments? You realize if you have the internet, it's really easy. You can zip right onto the internet and read all about the Bill of Rights, which, in my opinion, is the greatest gift America ever gave to the world. The right to free speech, the right to protest, the right to stop the government from seizing your items and crashing down your doors, the right to a lawyer, a right to a jury trial, a right to be free from unusual and cruel punishment by the government, put in chains and locked away. Wow, don't you think that's something important you should know? So if we want to keep our Constitution free, you can do it. Read my commentary. And if any of you would like a free copy of our pamphlet called Do You Know the Bill of Rights? I'll send you one free, folks. Just contact us at rutherford.org and I will send you a free copy of our pamphlet. Do you know the Bill of Rights? Well, I hope you do. If you don't, you'd better start learning them or the Constitution will be dead.